and I got into an elevator, and Virtus Pro just comes into the elevator with me. They just lost.
Oh man.
And it was like I did not know, but obviously then you do know because it's very like the demeanor is very obvious. That was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That is
Did they yell at each other though?
No, they were absolutely quiet.
So I have a story that is the exact same, except for it was LGD who came in and they just lost and they were yelling at each other.
Wow.
When they were in the elevator. I was just like, don't look at, I'm not here, guys. Don't look at me. I just, put my face to the corner of the elevator.
Oh, man.
But there's two different kinds of defeat, right? Kind of anger. It's like either you bottle it up or you're looking for something and you're looking for something to blame. You speak up about it or you don't.
The blame when you hear players argue, you do hear them between, especially in a series. Like if it's a best of 3 or a best of 5 or something like that, you'll often hear them between games.
Yeah.
I always feel like some teams look very calm. They're drinking water. They're talking about it. Maybe we should have done this and stuff. But some teams, you really see them
like separate.
Yeah, they're literally falling out before your eyes. It's pretty scary, but
5 seconds remaining.
it happens. Guys look like they've got their cans on, so it looks like we're nearly ready to go, Sheep.
They are wearing because you know why they're wearing the headsets.
Yeah, because they don't want to listen to us.
Well, you could have said that a lot nicer, Ted.
Go on,
you
then.
could have
Because
said
my
something about.
analysis would be cheating. That's why.
Yeah, we would basically give them the answer.
Okay. What is the real reason then, Sheep?
That's because we would give them the answers. Also, we're sitting relatively close to each other.
Yeah,
the GDSC, they would have the players, like, I know Final Tribe did that, like, they didn't have their headsets on or anything.
During the draft, yeah.
And like, I would be sitting there on the panel and be like, I would feel self-conscious. I was like, what if I say something, they hear me, and they're like, what a dumb idea that is.
Yeah.
Well, there was one thing. We were talking about the draft at GSC. Nahaz suggested a hero, and he talked about it for a bit, and then they actually picked that hero. And then we got told, like, please don't suggest heroes anymore because they will, use your suggestions.
And that's why they lost.
I sincerely doubt that a professional team is relying on analysts.
No, I'm fully ready there.
Their draft is, they're like, wow, Nahaz thinks it's a good pick, guys. We should totally pick.
Well, the stats look good, guys.
Come on.
Pick it.
Come on.
I'm fully with you there. And
see, look how relaxed Seb is. He's totally ready to win a game of Dota, this guy.
Very comfortable. All right, so
Death Prophet's still out there, Fnatic. I'm just saying.
Oh,
we don't have the Witch Doctor. We don't have Rubik. Gyrocopter, you mentioned him as well. Cap, banned by
honestly,
one of the key heroes.
5 of these heroes are like the heroes you see in every pub game of Dota. Shadow Shaman, Gyrocopter, Rubik, Witch Doctor, Tiny. That's like Elder Titan, not as much because he's difficult at 3K, but the rest of these guys, I'm glad to see the pros also think heroes are broken as hell.
There are 2 cores left out of this, Death Prophet and Viper. And I'm not sure how good you feel about, well, Viper would be an OG hero, so I'm glad they picked up Death Prophet.
I think Viper is an incredible hero. But, I mean, he just seems to... There's nothing in lane that I've ever seen that, like, crushes Viper in lane. It doesn't happen. Just, like, super duper solid. And he also, if you think about a lot of the carries that they might want to go for, you see Lifestealer and stuff like that. He's decent against Lifestealer. He's got tons of damage. I think the change to Toxin so that it's like the break effect is huge against certain heroes. So I think Viper is fantastic. I think the fact that they haven't just made him a pure right clicker, but the break from the poison is so big.
Yeah,
that's actually made him like super useful in team fights beyond just going and spitting on people.
I didn't notice this, but they actually left Chen out in the pool. For most of GESC, that was taken away from Fnatic, and they go for the most obvious combination, Chen King. Talked about it a lot over the last 6 months. It's just one of the best aggro duels.
So you harass him with the clamps and with the Chen creeps, and you just poke people out of the lane. And
yeah, it's because King is a hero that will shove out the wave for you, and then you can go for the tower dive. And Chen is a hero that enables the tower dive the best.
Sends in the lads.
Yeah, the lads just tank up the tower. They give you a stable usually, like if you have troll, and that's someone. And then I would say Tusk is probably the best 4 position.
I think Tusk is unbelievable.
Death Prophet right now.
You know what's sad to me is that Tusk coming along and doing what Tusk does has completely ruined Spirit Breaker as a hero. Like, I think he still has a role, but I think Tusk does a similar job better. Like, the one thing that Spirit Breaker does is he gives you the vision with the charge, depending on certain lineups you'd rather have that, I guess. But I'm just like, okay, this guy has a punch that can cancel TPs through Magic Immunity. He can snowball his team as a save or an initiation. Shards can be huge. his sigil is amazing, so it's like gives you vision and everything. What does this guy not do? And now that they found a role for him as this kind of roaming 4 in Dota, I think it's great. Because everybody, do you remember he used to just be an offlaner or a mid, and it was just built around the punch and like Battle Fury
and ice shard blocking, similar to Earthshaker. Yeah, I think one of the big things is that when Spirit Breaker was big, teams started picking up Earthshaker as a 4 position to counter him because Spirit Breaker is such a one-dimensional hero. Yeah. Right? If you don't connect with the charge, even if you get close to the hero, but you're stunned before you hit the charge,
you're just standing there.
You do nothing. Yeah. Right. From there, you're just like solely relying on RNG to be able to get.
And even if you don't have a hero to counter him, you can always buy Yules, and then you're done.
Yeah.
It's like it's over.
I think they need to do something for ESP. I
agree with that.
I think the thing they'll probably replace is W, like the move speed, the little move speed thing. I think. I mean, that's not worth a spell. Come on, lads. Give him something.
Give him something that gives him like 4 seconds. 5 seconds. And while Empowering Haste is on, you can make him invis so that he doesn't get...
No, I've got it, Cheats. I've got it. All right, you press your W, and when he's charging in, all of a sudden, he splits into 3 forms. And it's random. One of them is the real SB, and 2 of them are illusions. So you don't know which one's Yules or which one's...
And you'll split up like one of those ghosts.
Dire consequences.
Yeah.
Split up like one of those ghosts in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
I like that.
So the Viper matchup is probably one of the better heroes to deal with the Death Prophet Tusk dual lane. Tusk is kind of roaming and spending a decent amount of time in mid because the combination of spells, right? Snowball and Ice Shards both really enable the Death Prophet to be
5 seconds.
Yeah, that's slow from her. Like the sigil, maybe even just give him the walk down, shards them, sigil them up.
Yeah.
Just walk them down with the sucky.
And I'm glad that OG actually were the ones spanning Razor here. Again, it was one of the Fnatic like 3 cores that they're really favoring not so long ago. And the I think it does all right versus Death Prophet because you get good single target focus on heroes. And it's also, you want a relatively, like, both of these teams want a pretty self-sufficient safe lane hero.
Yeah.
Because Fnatic are going to be running at you with the Chen Sand King.
Absolutely.
And then, in turn, because your Chen Sand King are going to be so focused on top, you're only going to have 1 support, maybe even no support babysitting your safe lane of Fnatic.
So why Leshrac? Do you think they really could have run a Leshrac?
Yeah, OG have been running Leshrac a lot.
As a carry?
Yeah, they've been running S4 mid Leshrac, and then side lane. Like Viper bad in their MDL qualifiers. So yes, they absolutely can run Leshrac because the thing is that Leshrac fits into their idea, which is they're running 3 cores that don't take a whole lot of farm, very different from when they had Resolution, right?
Yes.
No Tail and S4 were creating space for Resolution to carry them. So here, they've basically taken Resolution out of the case. Matt isn't really a hard carry.
Yeah.
Right? And neither is No Tail, and that kind of leaves on an S4, but he's your... So most of the time, they're going to be running a lot of push heroes. So Lycan, Death Prophet, Leshrac, like all 3 of those cores, I would say, are going to fit into at least 1.
Are they having 3 sort of moderately farmed cores rather than having, all right, guys, let's just make sure that Rezo gets his farm.
They're going to try and win their lanes and take towers early, and they're going to try and end the game. And that is something where Fnatic could, if they pick up any of these like Terrorblades or not Death Prophet, Dusa or any of those, like I guarantee that I have better late game at this point, then that could be a way that Fnatic win against OG is that they just stall out the game.
These fast picks. Disruptor, Warlock, right? PL, Puck.
They pick Puck into Disruptor as well.
That is bold.
As well as Sanking, who later on will keep that sort of done.
Yeah. That is really brave.
Why do you think they're so confident that they can do that?
Because they feel like it gives them the AoE disable and initiation advantage that they need for a Death Prophet. What you don't want as a Death Prophet lineup is for you to be jumped on first, right? So if Sand King pops his Epicenter and jumps in and Burrow Strikes on you, they're going to bring you down to like half HP, maybe even a quarter. Maybe they even follow that up and just kill you and just take out your extras. So OG, by picking up the Puck, gives you good AoE clear against the Phantom Lancer, gives you a nice silence, which is always good to have, and the initiation.
They've got 2 silences now. Pretty big, but...
Yeah. Also, we're seeing that teams like Final Tribe, what they were doing against these Death Prophet lineups is they would draft Centaur. So every single time Death Prophet pops your Exorcist team fight,
you run away.
Pop Centaur ultimate, and run away, right? And Puck, it gives you that really hard lockdown, where nobody wants to break the coil, especially right now, because coil does so much damage.
Yeah.
Break it. So, but Death Prophet basically forces you to.
So what is the interaction between juxtaposition? Your PL, you get dream coiled. Is that what happens?
You can jump out of the.
You can jump out.
Yeah.
That's some BS. Yet more reasons that PL should be removed from the video game Dota.
Yeah, Doppelganger is pretty.
Got a Terrorblade ban. Last one removed by Fnatic.
Yeah, good pushing hero that also counters the Phantom Lancer. Not in the way that Phantom Lancer, like Terrorblade's a single target focused hero. Deals quite good against that aspect, but it's the reflection that counters so many heroes, and Phantom Lancer is one of those. Right? You curate your own PL, you start getting your own illusion.
DK is another, right? Terrorblade against DK?
Yeah.
Brood ban. Alright. The last pick will go to Fnatic this game. So they've got the upside of picking something for, I would imagine Envy. I think it's Abed PL, right?
So looking at this, I would be okay with, I don't think Lycan's good versus PL, but it could just fit the timing that OG want to be able to do here, where they just kind of run a heroes and take powers. We've seen a lot of Lifestealers picked up against the PL. It's kind of interesting. With this Radiance lineup, Lifestealer actually becomes kind of good versus these illusion-based heroes like Terrorblade, where traditionally you would say that the illusion heroes are quite good versus Life. But it also fits into your kind of lineup where you've got a Puck Lifestealer combination. You can jump in, get the burst AoE damage against the PL. You silence
Snowball as well.
You found the real one, and PL and Lifestealer can just go in. So I think that was very solid choice.
Also doesn't care about disrupting them. Rage through the the glimpse and the pain cage.
I think Fnatic, I think they can run PL here. I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to do. It's going to have like some. So this could be a safe lane or an.
You think it's so he can dodge the shards? Maybe he can.
Yeah, you want a hero, unless it's going to be like some sort of blinking type hero, like a Quap or something. That like you want a hero that will not be shut down by being Ice Shard blocked and Spirit Siphon.
Yeah.
And Phantom Lancer can just doppelganger out of that situation.
Did I say juxtapose earlier? I didn't.
You did. Understandable though. What are some other like real self-sufficient?
DK.
DK is just kind of okay, but you could die. Otherwise, DK does all.
There it is.
Weaver.
Weaver.
I love this guy.
Why?
It's just so much fun to play.
Oh, to play?
Yeah.
She's not that exciting.
Oh, he is.
He's the just clutch. Time-lapsing out of every.
No, it's the clutch situation. Survives. You know, it's like this, the moments when you think he's done, you think he's gone, and then he presses R cap, he presses R at just the right moment, and he lives.
He lives.
I love it.
Amazing.
It's unbelievable. It's one of the best skill shots in the game.
So that's their safe lane hero that is pretty self-sufficient, doesn't really need a support there, so that's good for them. And then on top of that, it matches up well, or it's supposed to match up well against the Lifestealer, because you stay ahead of him at all times. You've got direct physical damage. But I don't actually feel like it counters the Lifestealer as well as it used to, because again of this Radiance build and like the timing of the hero is very slow.
You said at the start that Death Prophet was going to be the deciding factor.
Yep.
It is the best of 3. We have seen the draft. I want to ask you for your predictions, General Captain.
Fnatic have the Death Prophet, right?
No. OG has the Death Prophet.
And they have the Puck
PL and OG has
Warlock,
DP.
Lifestealer.
And
OG, DP, Tusk, Warlock, Puck, Lifestealer.
The Fnatic have the PL and the Weaver.
We gotta go.
I kind of feel like I'm gonna go with the.
Are you gonna flip flop?
Lifestealer.
Okay.
Lineup.
All right. I said OG. I'm sticking with OG.
All right. That's 2 for OG. We're gonna find out who's gonna take this first game of the best of 3. It is over to OD Pixel and Fog.
Oh, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. OG versus Fnatic. It's certainly a series that warrants that sort of music. This is going to be a pretty hype one. We've seen the last series, at least the Dota 2 that we know that Fnatic's been involved in, has been quite a game. Let's see what they do against OG. OG with this change up in the lineup, having Seb stand in for the moment for this LAN. Let's see how things go on. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Fox. We've seen the 2 drafts. What do you reckon? We're seeing Weavers, we're seeing Warlocks. Things a little bit different.
Yeah, Fnatic is a little bit more unorthodox, I guess you could say, because we're so used to now seeing this Death Prophet in pretty much every single game after the last tournament. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see a lot of this this DJ Chen. I think he's going to be a really crucial element to them. The sendbacks and everything, being able to disengage versus Death Prophet can be really nice, kind of bait ultis. So we look at OG's lineup, and they are very ulti reliant. Fnatic, sure, the Epicenter as well as the Disruptor ulti are those big ultis for them, but for the most part, they're looking for a more fast-paced comparison.
We're going to see Fnatic again. Look to try and take control of this room. No-Tail and Fly are going to be there and try and push them off it. Universe goes in with the stun, looks to control the area, and will be able to do so. Manages to take the bounty rune away from them down there. And also, of course, claim their own. Same time up top, S4 will take his own on his side of the map, but it looks like Fnatic will be able to get themselves the 3rd. Fnatic securing 3 of the bounties.
OG is, they're dodging lanes here. So they did not want to have their carry hero, quote unquote, get shut down by the Chen Sanking dueling. Because we've seen what these lanes can do. This tiny Chen, Sanking Chen, these heroes that can just constantly dive under their tower with the double waves. So they want to make sure that No-Tail can get farm. So they're putting him down bottom.
We'll see if that lane switch up ends up paying off for them. Ball, he's going to get harassed. And every time he uses that orb, Envy's going to be sure to get close and into the face of the puck. You're right, kicks off knowing that S4 won't be able to escape. Bottom lane, Pi. Get trapped here by the shards. They've got the Shadow bringing him down with the 3 of them punching into him. That will be first blood. Gotta be careful down here. This tri-lane of OG has a lot of killing potential early on.
Yeah, Tusk is very key for OG's lineup wall. For the kills early on, while for Fnatic, the kill early on is going to be, for the most part, that Chen making the movements around, because besides that, they are unable to make them happen.
Yeah, and this is, as you sort of mentioned, just the way to punish each and every time there's a Chen. Make sure you put a lot of pressure down here, and again,
oh, Pi.
He's been caught out. The shards, the Shadow Word, the right clicks from Jerax and Fly, bringing Pi down incredibly low, and that will be a 2nd kill for OG in quick succession. This bottom lane, Fnatic getting heavily punished because they do have that Chen, and the Chen does not want to be down there at the moment. DJ, he is top, starting to play around with S4, but this Chen pick is certainly causing the safe lane duo lane to suffer against OG's try.
Yeah, the dodge lanes are working out incredibly well already for OG. Even the mid lane too. Death Prophet versus PL. Death Prophet's perfectly fine with this.
Right, 7 for 1 against the 4 for 0. I'm going to see the rotation from Jerax Arbet. Pretty low. He is going to be, well, he should be fine. Does have the doppelganger, and in fact, he's sticking around playing aggressive. Goes in with the Spirit Lance onto Jerax. Now does have to go for the doppelganger as Crystal One comes through from Mad. Does nearly bring him down. Both mid laners keeping themselves alive, so each side supports how to push one another away.
Having the Death Prophet versus the PL early on is very, very nice. That spam. Pretty painful versus that Agi hero, but you do see Abed is starting to recover in that mid lane anyway. 10 CS with Pi's rotation coming in. I think they're starting to recognize that if Pi's bottom, if he's anywhere where that Tusk is, he's at risk of dying. So he's going to be trying to just help out those lanes. And top, they actually find S4.
They get the kill. Lee probably able to punish him by the looks of it after he uses the orb to try and push the wave out.
Yeah, it looks like they were just double harpy spells, plus some bugs. And Universe now, he's got the stun to disengage. They got to continue chasing him, forcing that out. And for now.
S4 certainly having to be a lot more careful now. And the creeps presence from DJ. Bottom, No-Tail, trying to get what he can here from the side. Push Fly there as well to back him up. Make sure the Pi can't do too much against the Lifesteal, and that certainly is going to be a problem throughout the entirety of the game as this disruptor. Very hard for Pi to really offer much in terms of taking down the Lifesteal. Sure, there's other cores on the map, as the panel mentioned, that the disruptor's going to have a bit more fun against, such as the puck, but in this laning stage, No-Tail, he's going to have a bit of a free lane.
Envy's doing good, just fine. Top 2, 11 last hits, 11 denies too. And mid, Abed has fully recovered, 19-3. This was the big, I think, not like hero matchup we're looking at for this team, but having, you know, Sebastian versus Abed in the mid lane. Seb hasn't been playing, of course, not played too much of for Dota since he's been the coach for a long time, so having that matchup versus one of the most mechanically skilled players at the moment.
But as we say, you know, it's nice for Mad in the sense that he's on the DP. One of those heroes that just innately is very strong at the moment. So.
Yeah.
despite the fact that, sure, in that technical 1v1 matchup, you probably look towards Abed as being sort of the stronger laner mechanically, but you've got to step on that DP.
Yeah, it's not like they have things that they can really like make rotations to actually kill the PL either. It's all the early rotations from OG is this Tusk. Until they have high levels, until they've got the level 6 supply.
Bit of a go. He has got the Shadow Word heal on him. And we'll be able to pop a Tango as well if he feels the need to do so. He's just giving it the rundown. Getting himself back underneath the tower, but there's a kinetic field through, allowing it for Universe to get close and personal, and they will chase down, take Fly. 2 for 2 now between the two sides of them.
Very even early game.
Again, towards top. Envy. Coming in close. S4 being very careful about his orb usage, and now Jerax will find DJ.
He's got the snowball, but doesn't even use it. He just trying to save his mana. They don't have a kill opportunity anyway with Envy there. Yeah, if anything, they can actually get baited a bit. Weaver, yes, very strong with the bugs at this moment in time with Chen creeps.
Yeah, absolutely. Envy could have been there ready to turn, and yeah, no clarity or anything on the Tusk, so would have had to go back to base. Jerax, if that would have been a bit of a failed attempt from nothing. Mid lane. Very close between these. Sure, slight lead for Abed, but Mad still finding a lot out of that lane. 20 for 4, 5 for 4.
Oh no, I think both sides, they're both pretty happy. I don't think anybody is really falling too far behind. Fairly even. You see Universe 17-1 last hits bottom. He has a kill under his name, and S4 18-1. Just a little bit behind Universe in that aspect, but it's fine.
I mean, is there not, you know, for Fnatic having the Chen on the line, do you not want to have a little bit more achieved, or this is enough so far?
No, I think this is perfectly fine.
Just the pressure they're putting on this tower and such.
Yeah. Oh, nice shards.
Yes, the block there from Jerax, making sure that Envy can't get close to personal to S4. Jerax himself in a bit of trouble. Oh, the blast. Doesn't quite make it out. The kill. But of course, that play from Jerax will keep S4 safe. Mid lane, Pike comes in. Fly TP's in, Pike sends him straight back down to the bottom lane. Quick glimpse. Will remove any sort of pressure that was going to be applied to Abed. As Fly, if he does wish to come back, will have to take the long road and walk his way back towards mid.
I think they're starting to recognize that No Tail is just fine bottom. Unless like multiple heroes from Fnatic rotate to just slow down this lifestealer, he can't really be punished too much from this. So they're going to play mostly around Mad so that he does not actually get dove and killed. So you see Jerax making the rotation over as well.
Look at this rotation from Envy. He's coming on mid on the Weaver, adding that extra bit of punch that they'll need to have a chance to take down the DP, but there will be a snowball. The Siphons as well, keeping Mad alive. Envy really wants to dive this. He does have the bugs upon the two of them, and they will take them off immediately. Extra TP's coming through as well. S4 does cancel it.
And bottom lane, they're diving as well onto Universe, while S4, he will be able to jaunt away.
Universe just being pushed back here, should be fine. No Tail unable to have the control required to hold down that Sanking.
Look how rich this Chen is. Top 4 net worth at the moment.
And look how mobile Envy is. He's headed now down towards the bottom lane. Fly and No Tail. Pretty full on the HP though, so Envy won't be able to find a kill out of it, but he will just shift himself into farm mode. Left DJ to put a bit of pressure onto that top, pushing the creep wave in. As we've got Fnatic sort of moving all over the place. Abed, he's heading up towards the shrine. We'll see if he does return to the mid lane, where Universe is going to be sitting at the moment. Just trying to find his level 6 that he's getting closer and closer to.
Yeah, they just completely swapped out the lanes.
Yeah.
Since top they already got the tower, they claimed that. They're like, okay, now we need a place to farm for our Weaver, and that's bottom lane. So No Tail has not quite cleared up the ratings. Now he does, as we expect, versus that PL, as we've been so often. The OG, big next step for them is getting those level 6. Particularly on the puck, so they can make movements around. We go for some infest plays, but I think for the most part they want to make plays so that lifesteal can radiance away.
Envy wanted to try and grab that bounty ring, unable to quite do so. No Tail will still take it. S4 trying to man up on DJ. Has to be a bit careful with Universe there, and will indeed orb himself back towards the safety of the tower.
They're really prioritizing DJ getting a lot of farm on the side of Fnatic. I mean, he's still ahead of Sebastian.
I mean, look at this as well. They've got 4 heroes here, OG. They want to try and make a bit of a go. DJ will, by the looks of it, send Pi back, but that's going to mean that DJ is all on his lonesome, and OG will pick up the Chen.
Worth a good amount, too, since he's that top 4 net worth. But 2k gold lead now for Fnatic after getting that early top tower, and with all these early movements.
And lots of space for Envy. We saw Envy making that lane movement down towards bottom. Ever since that happened, OG not choosing to send anyone down there to put some pressure. No Tail will head down to look to trade farm, at least for the time being. But Envy's life on the Weaver, certainly in no dangerous tool. One of the strengths of having this hero picked up later on in the draft. I mean, sure, the hero sort of conceptually as a whole at the moment in this meta does have a lot of appearances where it feels weak, but in the right sort of situations, it can definitely be a huge nuisance to deal with.
Yeah, and especially like we were mentioning, they want to be fast-paced on the side of Fnatic. They're playing versus OG, who has a Warlock, Death Prophet, and Puck, ulti-reliant heroes. So, early game, all about those quick. Working out very well for them right now. Medallion already finished on DJ, close to 6.
Starting to apply some pressure onto both the mid and bottom towers. Abed shoving the wave in flight, hanging around, looking to pick up his level 6 as soon as he can. Just touches upon level 5 on the Warlock.
Got the Dream Call already. Not quite. I don't believe that Death Prophet actually.
Just maxing out the Swarm and the Siphon for these skirmishes that they've been involved in.
Hey, he's got some stacks too. That's going to be really nice to clear that out.
Well, as we say, it's sort of elusive and hard. Envy is going to be to trap on the Weaver. The same certainly can be said for Notel's Lifestealer.
Yes, absolutely. Unless he gets caught by like some instant starting to disrupt their ulti, that's the biggest ones for that Lifestealer.
But as it is at the moment, Notel still feeling pretty confident pushing out these lanes on his own. As each and every time someone appears, he can walk himself away.
Yeah, I do believe now, though, for OG, it's going to be go time. They're pretty close to Exorcism on the Death Prophet. They've got Warlock 6, they've got Puck 6 as well. They can start making moves. Ideally, they want to get some big ulti, get a big kill into a tower, instead of just some... So I do believe they are going to be smoking toward bottom to claim this tower. They can even get Envy here.
Looking to try and bait him in. Jarex and Flyer coming round with S4, sort of playing around with the attention on the front lines for Envy. Envy pretty low. Can they do this? Sentry's down. They'll go in straight away with the snowball. Envy's going to get caught up by the first stun. He does have the time that's available if he needs it. In fact, he's just turning for that, punching into S4 now. He'll go for the laps, looks towards S4. S4 gets the silence out. Envy incredibly low, running himself back through the tree line. OG, they're hunting. They've got the sigil upon him. S4 quick with the phase shift. S4 falling incredibly low, and S4's going to fall. They're going to get the kill. Jarek's now trying to get out of there, but he may fall as well. He does. It's a double kill for Envy now. Looking towards Fly. Fly trying with the TP, but Universe is there with the Burrow Strike. Fnatic clean up, which was just a bit of a mess from OG in that kill attempt. It was always going to be hard going on this Weaver with sort of the lack of overall lockdown they had there in that situation. You saw as well, Bly playing with the idea of dropping down the chaotic offering. He didn't end up committing with it. And sort of down to that lack of control, Envy's just unable to turn around and get involved in 3 kills.
They get punished so heavily. Look at this, it's 5k gold lead already for Fnatic. The fact that that's pretty much just one hero versus 3 there, throwing all that until Universe shows up.
This Weaver, Envy's going to get some big arms. But good timings with those sort of kills, on track to get his Lincoln Sphere first this game after those early stat items.
Yeah, it's the little clutch things, right? He's having some strength treads, he has a little bit of HP coming in from raindrop too, and then the Chen heal just puts him right over the top to be able to survive.
As you say, just all about the timings and keeping the pressure on from Fnatic. If they can get as much done as they can before that Radiance Lifestealer from Notel comes online, they're going to put themselves in a very good place here in game 1.
Yeah. And Death Prophet's falling kind of far behind. Bottom 5 net worth now. They have to be able to get this into a tower push going. That Exorcism.
And Envy's got a full-out hook coming his way.
Of course he does.
This Weaver, pretty damn tanky. He hasn't got it at the moment, though. And then we'll jump in with the silence to Dreamcon this time. Yeah, Fly's not messing around. Drops the Golem. Knows they have to do everything to take Envy out of the map at this stage with the start that the Weaver's got. And they'll get the kill. They should be able to finish off the tier 1 tower down bottom as well. Up top, Universe actually finding a lockdown onto Jarex, and with a beatdown for DJ, they'll take the Tusk kill.
So Fnatic's playing very fast-paced, though. As soon as they know that OG's making those movements bottom, they pressure mid, they pressure top as well heavily. So they will be able to actually go for some type of tower trade here.
Yeah, unfortunate really for Envy that he didn't have that hood there, because if he had that hood on him, could have very well survived through that.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Because that was majority magic damage. Notel does get stunned up here, but fine.
He's looking for a bit of a chase. He takes a couple of them. Got the shards out. They're looking to control the whole damn zoo. There's a second. And get anything more. In fact, oh no, this is turning around for a bit. No, the silence from Mad comes in time, cancels the epicenter. He's got a double damage rune on this Weaver. He's chasing in with a hood up upon him. OG just have to get out of there. Notel goes for the rage TP, but Jarex and Mad won't be able to go for that same luxury as they will fall. Mid lane as well. Arbed dives in, takes the kill on Fly. Notel will try and turn, but Arbed goes with the doppelganger. A very hard hero to come upon as Notel cannot go for this kill. Has to back away now with the stick charges popped. Never Lance down. Envy still with some time remaining on this double damage rune. He's looking to dive in. S4's coming back though in with the TP. So Envy, he will calm himself. He'll back off.
But look at how aggressive Fnatic's being. Now they're pressuring top tier 2. They're taking top tier 1 as well. And meanwhile, all this, Abed's going for the Battle Fury build. So he's going to be able to try to match that farm. They're absolutely massive in this game.
Top lane Universe blinks out quickly. DJ is going to be caught out. OG, any chance they have for a kill at this moment, they don't mind what they pop rip. Dream Coils drop down to cancel the TP. They just have to sort of somehow break apart this momentum that Fnatic's got together at 14 minutes in.
Fnatic playing very well with the split up. They're sure there's like a couple people are playing together, but you don't see them really 5-manning because, you know, playing versus OG's lineup, that's what OG benefits from. So they're splitting up. They're looking for individual pickoffs. They've got Universe now with Blink Dagger on the Sand King, and I believe that was the Battle Fury as well. Already finished on Abed at 14 minutes.
This is
whenever he picks it up.
Very, very scary for OG. Having this TP lineup, only have been able to take one tier 1 tower at the moment. Talking about the DP. They've got the vision upon him. They'll glimpse him back into the Static Storm. They've got the control with the backup of Envy. They should have the damage. Shadow World will come in Fly, trying to do his best to keep Matt alive, but it's not enough. Matt will fall, and now Fly, he's in trouble as well. Envy and Pi continuing to chase. Envy, of course, with that haste rune, easily closing the gap. Universe is going to jump in for a bit of the action. He has the control with the Burrow Strike. Sets Envy up for a double kill on this Weaver.
Envy's owning.
He is. This Weaver pick is going off.
Yeah, the movement's all around the map, and during all this too, he's got the 35% experience gain talent as well, so he's starting to surge pretty far ahead, almost level 14 in comparison to the level 11 Lifestealer, but they know. They want to play fast place. They're playing versus Lifestealer that they know is going to go Radiant. So that's where OG is going to start to get their big power peak, but they're already 8k behind. It's starting to get a little bit out of hand.
Got to slow this down somehow. They've got the blink on S4, so they do have sort of the setup. They do have a decent combo as well if they can get the jump with the Dream Coil, Carry offering. Exorcism, lots of ways to sort of fight into Fnatic if they can hold down these heroes. The way that Fnatic are playing, and as you say, with quite an insane lead this early on in the game.
And look at the way that they're playing too. You see that Abed, he forces his bottom all the way to the tier 2, so that reaction comes out from OG. Instantly, Fnatic starts pushing out top with the creeps and with Sand King too. So every single lane being shoved in from Fnatic, while OG has to kind of scramble to take a pick which one they want to try to gank for. Now, remember rotation. Fine. They do not want Pi. They want a core.
Well, they can find. The moment, Fnatic, they've got their eyes on Notel.
He has the relic finished once. Side shot. Haunting his way over, and his team starting to move over. They're reading the movement.
As you said, Pi, not really the kill that they want. They are going to jump on him straight away. They'll pop the Dream Coil. No messing around. You can see just OG's sort of desperation for any sort of kill.
Better than nothing, right? And also they give the kill to Notel to make sure you can get that Radiance. Time. They're losing a lot of map control towers over and over again.
He is trying to fight back here. You've got Envy chasing down Jerax. You've got the jump in with the epicenter onto Notel. Notel getting rooted up. He'll get himself inside the creep, pop himself out for a quick bit of burst heal. Envy has been silenced on the side of it, but he's got the time lapse. Envy, he's going to be fine for now. He's going to come over and help the rest of the team take down Notel, and they will. Notel will fall as Envy, again, sort of helping with that fight. Did have the DD room once again on him.
That's what we're talking about, right? They didn't want to kill Pi, but they had to expend Dream Coil and everything, so from that right away, Fnatic punishes them for it.
And this is great. You know, this is Fnatic not fighting with their full 5-man, whereas OG are pretty much using everything to attempt for these fights that OG are just struggling to get anything out of. Abed's just getting all this space elsewhere on the map, and the lead is just going to continue to increase. 12k gold lead, 18 minutes in. We did see sort of in GSC Fnatic just giving us some really polished gameplay, and here at Corsair DreamLeague Season 9, their first game is looking very, very strong.
Yeah, absolute crisp movements. 18 minutes now, Battle Fury plus Diffusal, so now Abed can start getting more involved actually to get kills with this team, with this build. 171 last hits already. Definitely concerning for OG.
I mean, I really do feel the Abed PL is something that teams are going to have to look at in this land. We've seen it before. You know, he can play in so many different ways as well. Whether he needs to be active and helping the team, he'll be there. And he'll be having a great impact, playing the fights perfectly. But give him space, he'll more than happily hit creeps and sort of reach new heights that other players are sort of going to struggle to get to. I think Abed is, sort of individually, his performance has been on even more of a rise as of late.
Yeah, and OG, they did go for this smoke play, but it was caught under vision of Fnatic. They are completely aware of this. And they're going to just run Pi into it. Hey guys, kill me.
This one for sure. They do
Look at his position. He actually definitely expects this. Like looking at
they do find the Arbet. They've got the silences. Will it be enough? It will. Massive kill for OG. They get that PL. Was top net worth.
Oh no.
They've got the turnaround. Or have the chaotic offer is going to come in. OG maybe seeing if they can take these kills. They'll look towards Envy. Envy turns towards S4. S4 quick with the blink out. Has the orb as well. So will get himself out of there. They'll look towards Envy. Envy gets the Shikuchi off. Siphon chase down from Mad. He's finding Pi. Hand of God comes in. The silence is there out onto Pi, but Universe is there to back Pi up. It's not enough. Pi will fall. OG get themselves a second. MV still ready to fight strong. He's got his hands on Fly. Fly trying to turn, punch back, but there's not much that Fly can do as Fly will fall. Fly now, but Pi back in fact instantly from Pi. Pi wanting to get back in this. Knows that there's some more big kills to find, but Mad goes immediately for the TP out. As soon as the buyback's there, they get the vision onto Notel, but he has the raise to make sure that he does not need to worry about that glimpse. So overall, OG, considering the state of the rest of the game, finding at least a kill of high worth. They've now got the Radiance complete on Notel, so a little bit of an up, but still obviously overall they're going to need that a lot more time.
Oh yeah, they much needed. The only downfall is that they weren't able to like close the gap onto a tower with the exorcism, but getting themselves that kill, step toward the right direction. And now they've got the power peak we were talking about, that life stealer with Radiance, but he is pretty far behind anyway, behind those two big cores, the Peel and the Weaver on the side of Fnatic.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we said as well, with Envy's build with the hood, they're going to be nice against that Radiance Lifestealer at this station. Fnatic.
They know there's no Golem, no Exorcism.
I mean, I don't think OG can find this. Maybe they can try and look for a Roshan steal with the puck play. S4, whereabouts is he? Is in the neighborhood.
Dying way too fast. Can he actually make it?
Let's see if they can do it. It's so low. He's going to jump in. He's going to try for it. We'll get the kill. But the Aegis is picked up by Arbed. Now Fnatic, they look to try and fight back into this one. They do lose DJ here. OG get themselves a but the silence onto Notel. Notel just falls so down quickly. They've lost the Lifestealer. Fnatic ready to chase down for more. Glimpse there onto Mad, bringing him back in towards the pit. He'll use himself up. It's not going to save him though, as OG will lose two of their cores. S4 also continuing to be chased down by Envy. Jarek's trying to keep the Weaver off him with the shards. Moving forward, Envy can't quite get the control onto S4. Jarex turns with a punch to slow down this Weaver. Envy now drawing Jarex outside of the base. The glimpse a little bit counter, not really how they wanted to play it. As it does sort of glimpse Jarex back up to the high ground, but still overall for Fnatic, they're getting these two core kills. Sure, there was the jump in from S4. They do manage to take the kill on Roshan, but they don't get that Aegis, and they certainly do not get the fight as Fnatic just keep this momentum going.
They're just way stronger at this point of Fnatic. OG needs every single ultimate to be able to take those type of fights, and they only really had the Infest. Continuing that lead on Fnatic in both gold and XP. 2 minutes. Very hard for OG.
The pace of this game is just going so fast.
The map control is just, I mean, it's really gone there for OG. They've been able to place down very deep aggressive wards from Fnatic to see the movements and the smokes from OG. And I mean, look at DJ. He's actually almost higher net worth than all of the side of OG at this moment on this Chen. Just DJ things, right? He's always super farm. 96
he's always getting, yep, he's always getting that money. Now, mid. B. Does have an Invis rune. Got his eyes on Notel. Look at that straight away. They'll drop it down, but the control not quite there. They can't get the field and the static storm up in time, as Notel will be able to crawl his way out and get the rage off to keep him safe from the glimpse. Very tricky hero to catch. Yeah. But they're just a disruptor play. They don't have sort of Universe's stun to come in. Get a static storm and a stun. There'll be more than enough time to lay down the field around him. But other than that, Notel has a good chance of getting away on this hero.
Yeah. Fnatic, overall though, even with those type of plays, they're in a super comfortable position. They're just all playing around the map because now they've got Aegis, sure, but they don't really need to force anything. They're happy with just take farm game. If they can find some kills, great. But going high ground, they don't really want to do that.
Because that has really just proved to be very strong here for Fnatic.
Yeah, you can see like OG is they're definitely in that like kind of desperate mode. They bought a gem early on now too because they know they've lost so much map control in bottom.
Around does have to blink up, will jump himself down, but he goes in towards the wave. So they have the vision to glimpse him back. He gets the orb through, so he has managed to get himself out of the harm's way, and tree line goes for the TP out. He'll still make it out of there. He just goes straight for the butterfly now. Exciting. Knows that there is going to be no sort of true strike coming out anytime soon from OG, and in fact up top Abed just chasing down the Death Prophet Fly, trying to slow him with the upheaval, but a quick jump forward. Abed surrounds Mad and will claim his life. The DP does fall. Just sort of walk into a trap here, but the silence control, I don't think it's going to be long enough to hit the stun. It's getting close. It's not enough hold and control from OG. As Envy gets the chance to time-lapse out, they've got the stun on Jerax, making sure that he can't TP away. That is the gem going into the hands of Fnatic.
Oh boy, Owen, it's looking real hard.
Yeah.
They're never able to find those opportunities where it is like a 5v5 engagement, and even now at this point, 16k gold advantage, Fnatic might just be fine actually taking those head-on fights. They're really just splitting up the map super well and taking advantage of OG heavy cooldown reliant and heavy teamfight reliant lineup.
I mean, sure, coming into this matchup, you do expect to see a little bit of offset because, as I said, Fnatic as a team, as a unit, they've been getting stronger and stronger. OG obviously coming into this with some changes, having Mad in the performing lineup. And it's just something that whenever regardless of who you're changing, who you're getting in on the lineup, most of the time, when you're playing as a 5-man that's had so much experience together against a 5-man, you're going to struggle, and No-Tail mid gets caught out by the Static Storm combo. Jerax will roll forward, but Fnatic just quickly turn their attention towards the Tusk as well. And the pain and suffering doesn't look like it's going to come to an ending anytime soon for OG. Or maybe it will, because Fnatic, they are pushing up to the high ground. But each and every fight, just nothing that OG could do, because Fnatic have just managed to farm to the point that they're so strong. Abed in terms of hitting creeps, Envy of course in terms of hitting heroes.
I mean, Abed is level 20.
Yeah.
And Envy's only level 19 with that 35% XP. Abed just been farming the crazy. The 4-stab aggressive forward from Universe.
They'll shove him into the hands. He'll self-fuels himself up there. Able to pop the Aegis at least on Abed. Buybacks come through. No-Tail trying to get himself into the fight. It looks like DP Matt will actually survive this. They'll turn, take Pylight Eye. Question is if they can really get anything more out of this, as you know, with TP in, they're trying to close the gap. Onto Abed's PL, jump forward from S4 to the high ground, but in fact Abed turns straight away, has got No-Tail with him, looking towards the PL, No-Tail trying to chase him down, has the rage, but Abed, there's just too much kite potential, he's able to keep himself away, jumps down, S4 is desperately trying to chase this PL, have they got the burst damage to finish him off? They've found it near the pit, but no, he is out of there, heads into the Roche pit, Abed TP's back to safety, they can't quite control the PL, Envy, he's looking for Jerax as well, chases down the Tusk, shards ain't gonna save you, Jerax will fall, double kill for Envy. And now S4, he's got to get back to the base because the other two members of his team are having to deal with this Weaver. V towards S4. Universe also there on the side. He'll look for a burst strike opportunity and he finds it. Straight in on top of the Death Prophet. Mad being forced back up and he is down.
Gets down too.
Godlike now. Vision onto the puck. They're trying to glimpse him in. Oh, nice place from S4. It doesn't matter though. Universe is there with his own blink. Jumps in, follows up S4. They've lost 3 more on OG. Envy is just not dying this game. He's 12, 1-8, involved in 19 of the 24 kills. They're at a 22k net worth advantage, and that's only going to get bigger with these mid lane racks falling. No creeps quite at the moment, so the melee racks will stand for some time. Creep wave will shortly be there.
I mean, the core is on Fnatic. They each only have, what? Envy has 1 death, Abed has 1 death. Yeah. The rest are all the supports actually giving up the kills. So we saw this actually from Fnatic in the qualifiers as well, when they had no deaths pretty much on all of their cores, and they were just looking spectacular. This game looks very, very similar. 24k gold lead, Rax is taken out. They're continuing to siege bottom, and OG looking like they're pretty much out of this one now.
And now they're being forced back to the base. Jump forward from Universe. He finds the 2-man burrow strike, catches them both. No-Tail's already used the rage, so no escape for him. They will turn with the chaotic offering. Mad gets the ghost out. They're starting to see if they can chase down at least something for this Fly. Did buy back for that ultimate. But there's no No-Tail for 50 seconds. OG heading down, trying to defend their second set of racks. S4 will come in with the silence to snap back onto the Disruptor, bring them down low. Pi will fall as S4 are able to stop at least the Disruptor. OG as well, finding the silence onto Envy. Do they have the damage? Mad trying to keep the distance close with the Siphon, but he has to back off. This Weaver's pretty scary.
They get the control
from S4 though. They have got the chain. Silence, is it enough? No, it's not. Envy will survive. Universe tap teams in as he goes straight for Fly. They've got the damage, bringing Fly down low. He's trying to get himself back to the fountain. The illusion does not finish him off. Fly will survive, but Fnatic, they've got a second set of racks. as much as they may try OG, they just could not swing this game around. Fnatic too far ahead. They've got the 4 top net worth heroes now at this stage of the game, and Fnatic, they're just not slipping up on their course, as you say.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I actually didn't see. Pi has how many deaths on the Disruptor? So Pi's tanked 6 of them. I think DJ had 3 in the other 2 quarters, like I said. I think Abed has 1. So it is looking very, very difficult. I'm back in Fnatic, just fast-paced game, understanding what kind of lineup they're playing versus and dictating the pace really well. When you're playing full-blown aggressive on with that type of lineup and you're not allowing a Death Prophet to exorcism and hit towers, that's the dream.
Let's see, just a short pause here as we're ready to get ourselves straight back in. Let's see how this one continues. 30 minutes coming up. I mean, we have seen, of course, quite recently, Fnatic, they have managed to lose games where they sort of reach a 30k gold lead. But this time round, it just doesn't feel like they're going to make mistakes to the point that they did the other tournament in S4. He's walked into this. He does have no tail inside of him. We'll see if they can turn at all. They will look to try and go for the control onto Pi. We'll get it.
It's just poor Pi every single time. But those are not the kills that they want. No. They need to get those big cores.
I mean, if they do get the cores, they're going to get so much. But if they kill this Arbet PL, who currently 20k net worth, pretty much double that of Notout or S4, of course, the 2 highest at the moment on OG. But I don't know the maths, but that's going to be a lot of money.
He's got a heart though, Owen. Heart, Manta, that man's very difficult to bring down. And there is also a Roche that spawns now too if they even want to go for it. Even Envy buys heart now
as
too.
Well.
So yeah, these cores just getting way more tanky, way harder to kill. And, I mean, Envy's 27 armor plus 3k HP. Not seeing how they bring him down unless they get the perfect lockdown. He's isolated.
With the evasion from the Solar Crest as well. Yeah, the effective HP is incredible on these cores for Fnatic.
And here we go, in that Roche. And now Hearts and Aegis and Cheese. Yeah. Oh boy.
Got a fair few lives. You got a cut from Fnatic. Envy grabs the Aegis. Arbed will take the Cheese. Pi can set up for a bit of a catch. No tail is down the front. Anytime spooking out the Rage is always a great way to start things. No tail will keep himself safe. Does have the backup of his team. Was it? Arbed hopefully is back in, headsets sorted, and looks like good to continue.
Yep. Fnatic though, all the lanes pushing in, bottom even being shoved in by the Chen creeps, mid already pushed into, and they've got those 2 racks already set up. So top lane with that Aegis Cheese, with those hearts, they're gonna look to close this game out, and they definitely can. OG. Gonna be pretty impossible for them.
Back him. See what they can do to hold. Smoke comes out from OG. They're looking for the surprise jump. Arbed, of course, the one holding the Cheese. If they can burst him with the stun control, incredibly unlikely with the stuns that they have. They'll try jump in with the Dream Coil. Is only down onto one of them. They got the silence onto 2. Fnatic pushing in. Arbed has been brought down to half health, but he just turns towards No Tail. Chaotic offering use to try and hold back Fnatic, but instantly they just rip through the Golem. They rip through No Tail. They've lost 2 on OG. Fnatic moving in for more. Fly gets caught out. The glimpse back is there, bringing Mad into the midst of the action. The chaos that Fnatic are reveling in as they pick up a triple kill. GG is called. Jerax and S4 being forced back to base. They'll get an ultra kill here. We'll see where they do get the effective rampage as S4's blinking himself away, but the game is already over. Fnatic with a very, very confident Game 1 performance, and OG, it never really felt like they were in that game at all.
No, they even got, like, they did the dodging of the lanes, and they seemed pretty happy with it, but Fnatic, they take that top tier 1 very, very early on with that Chen. DJ incredibly farmed, and then Envy making the moves around all over the map. They played incredibly fast-paced and punished this heavy cooldown reliant lineup that OG had. Incredibly good place, Fnatic with very few mistakes, and only, I think, 2 deaths on their main cores.